What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Trucking and Transportation Wannabe. I had a few people ask some questions regarding TNT training, so rather than just reply to those questions, I'm going to do a video on it. One of the questions was, how long does TNT training take now that the training is 50,000 miles? And another question was asked was, what about home time during TNT training? Now, both those things are kind of intertwined together. The more time you take off, the longer the TNT training is going to last. So, you have to take that into consideration. Now, there is no specific amount of time that TNT training takes. It really takes as long as it takes for you to get the 50,000 miles between you and your trainer. Now, there's a couple different factors that are going to come into play on this, and a lot of it's going to depend on your trainer. So, what kind of a driver is he? Is he going to be running and gunning? You guys going to be out sightseeing and doing things like that? That may make your training last a little bit longer. It may not be as stressful, but it will definitely be longer. With me and my trainer, we used to do 45-day runs, and then we take a couple weeks off. It ended up being like 2.5 or 3 weeks off for me because he lived in Alabama. I lived in California or Colorado, so it takes that extra time for him to get home when he drops me off and then get back when he's on his way back out. So I had a little bit more time off. The way I would look at it as an average with your TNT trainer, and this will be the average. There's trainers that I've heard of that are running less than this, and then I know that me and my trainer were running more than this. But as an average, take about 5,000 miles. So you're looking at 10 weeks if you didn't take any breaks off during TNT training. So 5,000 miles week average. A lot of these trainers you're going to be out with are going to be running, 65 average. I know that there were a couple weeks in there where me and my trainer were just under 8,000 miles. So it really is going to vary. Now, as far as the time off goes and what, when are you going to get time off? Well, that's going to have a lot to do with you and your trainer. Some trainers are going to just be out for 3 weeks, take a few days off or whatever, and then get back out. Some are going to be out longer, stay back longer. So it really does depend. I do know right off the bat you're going to need to transfer your license, so you're probably going to at least get to swing through the house fairly soon once you start the TNT process. I'm sure that, after you guys have put in a little bit of time on the road, even if he wasn't or she wasn't planning on taking any time off, if that was something that you'd request, then I'm sure that he could swing you through the house, or she could swing you through the house and, take that time off. Now, one thing to consider is, I don't know how this pay works with everybody, but one thing I do know is if you are at your house during home time, unless you have some agreement set up between you and your trainer, you're not going to be getting paid for that time off. So those times when we were out there running and doing all that, I was getting paid. And then when I got dropped off for those 2-3 weeks, I wasn't getting paid. So keep that in mind when you're, requesting home time or when you take home time in general. I don't know what the policy is. If your trainer takes home time, the home time is just something that you're going to need to talk about with your trainer. To be honest with you, I really don't know how different trainers do it. I've heard different ways that it's been done. So, hopefully that answers your question. There really is not a specific amount of home time, and there's really not a specific time that it's going to take for you to complete your training. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to add to this. That's pretty much it. So hopefully that answers any questions about home time, things like that. I am going to get with somebody and find out the answer to that question. Do you get paid if your trainer goes home and you stay? As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure if your trainer goes home and you end up staying on the truck, like at his house or at a truck stop near his house, you should still be getting paid for that. So I'm pretty sure that is the way that works. There was something else I wanted to touch on, but I'm losing my train of thought. You know what? I guess we'll wrap it up here since I can't figure out or remember what I was trying to say. Oh, I know what it was. Okay, now here's what I've heard some people say. My trainer's going home, and I just want to get this training out of the way, and I'm going to get dropped off at the terminal, and I'm going to get another trainer. That is the dumbest thing you could possibly do, unless you and your trainer are not getting along, because it's probably going to take you that, there's going to be a lag between those two trainers anyway. So if you do plan on getting off your trainer's truck just because they're taking home time, and you want to knock it out faster, I'm telling you, if you're getting along with that trainer, bad decision. If you're not getting along with your trainer, don't wait around for that. Just get off immediately as soon as you start having some issues, because, listen, these are really tight quarters that you're with these trainers, and things can go really bad really quick. So if you see them going down that path, you need to have a discussion with your trainer and kind of figure out if things need to continue. I know that last part wasn't part of this video, but it is some advice that I have for you. Anyway, I'm just chilling up here at the Oasis again for another night. The truck that I am thinking about getting, that I need to sign off on, is down at Peterbilt right now. So I'm going to be sitting here for another day at least. I was hoping to at least get out of this hotel room and get my stuff into the truck and start sleeping there, but I can't do that if it's a Peterbilt. So looks like another day, possibly two, at the luxurious Oasis. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe. I'm out.